Welcome back, Jags. I'm Annika Vasquez. On today's episode, we'll get ready for the solar eclipse, catch one last glimpse of the blue bonnets, and have highlights from Hoop It Up. This is JAG TV. On Monday, the campus will get to witness a once-in-a-lifetime event. Aubrey and Rebecca have the details.
On Monday, April 8th, the campus will turn up for what is being called the Great American Eclipse. 3 out of every 5 NEISD campuses will be in the path of totality for this eclipse. On this campus, students will be treated to about a minute and a half of totality.
I'm really excited because I hear a lot of people talking about it, and I've researched it a little bit. I've seen that it's gonna pass directly over us.
On campus, admin has created a special schedule for the day that allows all students the opportunity to go outside and witness this phenomenon. While solar eclipses occur relatively frequently across the world, total eclipses occur in the same area on average once every 400 years.
According to the math, every 400 years, but that's not accurate. In Alaska, it's every 400 years. On the equator, it's every other year or every 18 months. But worldwide average of 400. And so there's a large group of formulas, including a lot of trigonometry for calculating when, where, and how long.
Nicolene Vial, one of NASA's mission scientists for the upcoming Punch mission, explained the different ways you can safely view the eclipse.
That's right, never look directly at the sun, but there are 3 safe ways to view the solar eclipse. The first is with special solar viewers. These glasses have special filters in front of them so that it is safe to view the sun always, but during the partial phases of the eclipse as well.
All students on campus will be given an eclipse viewer or glasses, and students who need to opt out of viewing the eclipse for any reason need to turn in a form and head to the library. For JAG TV, this has been Rebecca Sabin.
For more information about the eclipse, you can visit the NASA website or follow @NASASun on X. When spring starts to bloom, the Texas state flower is the star of the show. I visited with students and staff about some fun facts and common beliefs. Deep-rooted in Texas history is the state flower, the bluebonnet.
Wildflowers make an appearance here in Texas starting the end of February and March. Of course, we start out with our bluebonnet, our Texas state flower, and it goes all the way to late spring, even to summer, where we then see coreopsis and those yellow wildflowers you might see, black-eyed Susan. So there's over 5,000 different ones all over Texas.
And if you grew up in Texas, you were probably told a few rules about protecting these blooms.
It's like you're not allowed to pick them, you're not allowed to scrunch them up, but I don't know if there's a real law about that.
I was told that they're illegal to pick, you can't take them off the ground.
These myths weren't completely false. According to the LBJ Wildflower Center, while it's not illegal to pick them, you should not disturb them in order to continue their growth and future seed spread. And at school, we see them around each corner.
Comstown was the name. Johnson High School was named after Claudia Alta Taylor Johnson, who was the wife of the 36th president, LBJ Johnson, and she had a great interest in preserving wildflowers and making our country more beautiful, and specifically Texas. If you want to know more about wildflowers, go to the LBJ Wildflower Center in Austin, Texas, which she founded.
And just like on Texas highways, you can find bluebonnets on campus. And also, if you have noticed, the colorful tiles in the halls are meant to represent the wildflowers. So, as spring passes, watch out for bluebonnets and any of the thousands of wildflowers around. And remember why these colorful flowers are at such easy access to us. For JAG TV, this is Annika Vasquez. So make sure to take care of these annual beauties and watch where you step. When juniors took the SAT on campus last month, they probably noticed some changes. Here's Elijah with some student reactions.
In March, College Board debuted the new SAT format. The test is now shorter and entirely digital. Test takers are no longer bubbling answer sheets. Juniors were able to experience this new format in March on campus.
Yeah, the SAT, it was a lot shorter this year. The online format, made it a lot easier, moved a lot smoother, and it was just a lot better.
It seemed easier. I don't know if it's because I studied, but it seemed easier.
Math part 2 was a lot harder, and I definitely guessed on more than I thought I would. Like, I ran out of time and I was like, oh, okay. So I just like clicked random ones, but like I knew that was because like the first part was like a lot easier. So then when I did the second part, I was like, oh, okay. So like I got good, like I answered good on the first part.
Also, the SAT now includes an embedded graphing calculator, and it can be used for the entire math section. Students are allowed to bring their own calculator, but for those students who never purchased their own, it's no longer an issue.
I think it was actually kind of good because like most of us are used to using Desmos like online just for like normal homework. So like it was like easier. And you didn't have to like click random buttons and like, you know, like restart your calculator or anything. Like it was just online, so it was good.
Just last month, the University of Texas at Austin added their name to the list of colleges that will once again require standardized test scores for admission. So for the students, that means there's only one thing left to do.
Studying, it's actually the most like part you have to do. So study hard, read a lot of vocabulary and understand grammar. If you have time, like maybe 2 or 3 months or more than that, like a year or whatever, you should study like whatever you are right now. So maybe you're like sophomore or freshman, whatever, you have to study. It doesn't matter.
For JAG TV, this is Madison Sparks.
Laura Andrade says there's just a handful of days left of Saturday school. Here's that information and more.
This is the last 9 weeks of the year, so that means there are now limited opportunities to make up your missed school hours at Saturday school.
Environment, specifically because like it encourages students to have like a recreational opportunity to like get back the credit that they've lost, and it's a way to like really catch up on a lot of schoolwork that you missed through the days that you were gone.
If attendance is a problem for you, don't worry. Administrators are getting in touch with students who owe time.
Usually the school will tell you if you need Saturday school by email, and you can just like press on the link and it shows a bunch of different dates for Saturday school, and then you can just pick whichever one is most convenient for you and like sign up for it.
Prom was back at the Marriott this year, and according to students, it was a good time.
Prom was really good. I liked the energy. Everyone was hyping each other up, and I felt like overall the environment was really good.
Now that it's April, it's also time to recognize seniors. That started this week with the SUMA ceremony. 212 SUMA grads recognized faculty on Monday at the SUMA reception. To be a SUMA grad, students must have a GPA of at least 100. Up next will be senior awards at Blossom later in April. For JAG TV, this is Laura Andrade.
With highlights from the annual Hoop It Up game and more, here's Ethan and Jordan with JAG Sports.
What's up, Jags? Welcome back to JAG Sports. This week we have results from the Diamond. We recap playoff action from the soccer field for our district champions, and we have highlights from the annual Hoop It Up game. This is JAG Sports.
First up, both soccer teams finished the regular season with a district championship. Both teams advanced to the postseason, where the girls played Clemens at Comalander Stadium and the guys traveled to San Marcos to take on the San Marcos Rattlers. The boys were victorious with a 2-1 win. Girls shut out the Buffalo 6-0. Both teams advanced to the area round, where the boys went up against Vista Ridge Rangers and the girls faced the Westlake Chaparrals last week. The girls fell to the Chaparrals 3-1, and the guys are moving on to the regional semifinal with a win over the Rangers 6-2. They will be facing the Chaparrals in round 3.
Up next, the annual King of the Court and Powder Puff games are just a week or two away. The King of the Court game will be immediately after school next Thursday on April 11th, and Powder Puff is bigger than ever before, as for the first time ever on April 20th, Powder Puff will have 4 teams competing in a bracket-style format that Saturday.
On the Diamond, our boys took on Taft at Blossom, looking to stay hot going into round 2 of district play. The Jags ruled the Raiders in dominant fashion 18-0 last Thursday. Up next in round 2 of district play, they will take on Roosevelt at 7:15 Friday night at the Sports Park.
Softball took on the Rough Riders last Thursday after a dominant 15-0 win against Churchill earlier in the week. The Jags continued their dominance, taking care of business against the Rough Riders 16-0. They will take on the Clark Cougars, looking to continue their district title push on Saturday at noon at Northside.
Last week, our Special Olympians took on our pals in the annual Hoop It Up game. After last year's game was an overtime thriller, this year had high expectations of being a nail-biter, but did not live up to them.
Instead, it was a dominant performance from our Special Olympians, who beat the Pals 54-15. In a game that was never really in doubt, the Olympians, led by Brian Hollis, took it to the Pals, and once again, Hollis earned the honor of being the most valuable player.
It felt pretty good. Man, I'm finally winning this championship game. This is my last year. I'm going to be moving on to my next level for my senior year. I brought this belt to support the Olympics. Thanks to Coach Garcia. I love that guy. He let me keep this belt. I love him. Thank you. Hey, Coach Garcia. Thank you for this belt. I win this championship for you, Coach.
That's all for this week, Jag. See you next time with
more Jag action.
We found a new place at River Center Mall that's perfect for adventure seekers. And if you're not afraid of heights, Naima and Ethan take us there.
We were doom scrolling on Insta and we found this place from a reel on Texas Moms Must. But wait, this place isn't just for little kids, so we had to check it out. Downtown at River Center Mall, the Licketville Indoor Ropes Course lets you take fun to new heights, literally.
So this location opened about 2 years ago, January 2022.
So we have a ropes course up here. The ropes course is $23 and you get an hour. And then we have a little tykes right over there for the little kids. That one is $11.50 for half an hour.
There are 2 different floors of Skyline with various climbing challenges, to a zip line and a separate area for rock climbing. If you're looking for a fun summer activity while also getting paid, during the summer there are job openings for students.
We are looking for people to work seasonal, so during the summer, we start you off at $15 an hour.
But if you want to go on the course, there's a few requirements you have to meet.
We do have a height requirement. Depending on what you want to do, our rock climbing, you have to be at least 42 inches. For the main area, you have to be at least 48 to go up top to the big one.
You could purchase tickets in person or online at Licketville.com for a cheaper price. For JAG TV, this has been Naima Carey and Ethan Reyes.
Lily and Madison showed Jag some of the newest movie trailers. This is Gogglebox Jag Edition.
Okay, nice start.
I don't get it though.
Beetage.
Let me see on the news.
It's talking about war? It's giving dystopian, like it's, oh.
2 stars.
2 stars.
Okay, this looks like it was made on iMovie. I'm not even gonna lie.
This reminds me of that one movie, 2012.
Don't look at me.
What? Is this real?
Is this an actual movie? Oh, it is?
That's
the nails? Wait. The glasses, bruh.
Okay, is this like a troll movie? Like,
is this like a parody?
This is like a...
What kind of America? It's you.
Civil War. In theaters near you.
Experience it in IMAX. Spring 2024.
Wait,
like Rotten Tomatoes, like the rating?
You know, like the percentage?
Oh, okay.
I would give it, just the trailer?
Yeah.
Like an 87.
Or like an 83.
I give it 20% Rotten Tomatoes.
Is it more good or less good?
Rotten Tomatoes is like good.
Oh yeah, I give it like 5 Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. So like no, don't watch that.
Not at all.
For more updates before our next show, follow at JAG Student Media on Instagram or at JAG TV on YouTube. That's all for this week. See you next time, JAGs.